Oh,
I think this
Black
one's gonna be a good
community
one.
should. Oh,
all right. I'm done after this one because y'all gonna hate me after this one.
So
gosh.
the black community should accept the LGBTQ plus rights.
I don't know what these cheat codes are. I don't know any of these letters, but
Lesbian, gay, bisexual,
who is Q?
transvestite, queer.
Yeah,
Is that not gay?
I don't want to get into. I don't know, dog.
What's the plus?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
it's
Is that
everybody
French?
else.
I
It's
Oh, it's
everybody
everybody
else.
don't know.
else.
That's when you
I
get
don't.
into like what do you call them?
The
They have
non-gender, the binaries, the
binary people.
non-binaries.
Those
Yo,
type of people.
Oh,
these
okay.
questions are hard. This is a hard
Um,
ass
Man,
question.
yo, you remember when it was just LGBTQ and
no,
now it's plus?
I remember just being LGBT. I
Yeah.
don't remember the Q or the plus, but hey, nigga, there's a plus now. Like these niggas are.
I don't know if the Q
Oh,
Yo,
stands.
she said
I
it's for
know it
everybody
stands for
else.
queer, but I have no idea what it means. And look, let me.
you want
Uh, the black community should accept the LGBTQ community or rights. Excuse me.
What rights do
What
they
rights are we
have though?
talking about? Yeah,
Yeah,
what rights are we talking about? Can we
as
look this up on Google?
because I feel like as human beings in America, they have the same
Yeah,
rights.
they have as long as you have the same rights as every other human, I'm cool with that. But if you talk about you deserve something special,
What
then
are
you
the rights?
gotta have
Because
rights.
I might be LGBTQ if I get special shit. What's
Shit,
the plus is for everything else, right?
nigga, I'll get another stimulus check each month.
I'm everything else, right? Let me put my glasses on so I can read this shit. I got shit to do tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll become the plus. I can go back to school for free. What's happening here?
you wild.
Let me. How I enhance this shit?
Yeah, keep it a little bigger, man.
How? What's the
All right.
plus? Who's the
So
plus? They say black people's the plus.
sexual, transgender, queer belong to every. Okay, so the ACLU works to ensure that lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer people belong everywhere and can live openly and authentically without discrimination, harassment, and violence. The ACLU has a long history of defending the LGBTQ community. We brought the first LGBTQ rights case in 1936. What is now the John L. Stryker and Slow. Oh shit, I'm not pronouncing that.
What are the rights, Rob? I just want to know what the rights are.
Yeah,
I
what are they
think
fighting
they're
for?
just basic human civil rights. That's what it sounds like.
Hit the
But they're
more button.
already humans. They
It
Hit
looks
the
like
already
more
got
civil
that.
rights. What do you see more?
hit the more button.
Oh, I didn't even
They
see that
already
shit.
got human rights. They're humans. Unless they're not humans, they identify as not human. Is
Shit,
that what they're doing
nowadays,
there?
boy, bro,
Are they just
they be
trying to get
sending like
marriages?
they have like
I don't
secret
know.
codes and stuff. They have like a secret language.
I need to know what the. Go to Google.
We
Yeah,
did
can we go
Google.
back?
All right, hold on. Click the second one.
We stand that one.
What is this? Can a landlord refuse you? Okay, these are the rights. These are the rights they talking about.
Yeah, these are silver, but these are silver rights though.
Okay, hold on. Am I protected from discrimination in public accommodations like shops and restaurants? Because they say like, oh, we don't like gay people in our restaurant type deals. Is what they saying?
That's weird. Your
Okay.
money green? Is your money
Does
green?
the law protect my right to use the restroom? Oh, that's where it's the
So
okay.
that's gonna be a big one. So
How
let's
do I
stop right there.
update the gender on my passport? What if I have a different gender on my ID than my records, like your birth certificate? So like, so shit wouldn't match up. If like you go get like a house loan,
You trying to make it
your
easier?
birth certificate and your ID wouldn't match.
Uh,
Oh, that's hard.
that's not easy. Yeah, that's not easy.
I mean,
I mean,
but you, Jonathan,
Right.
that would be fucked up because you've been Jessica for 20 years. That'd be
I'm
hard.
not. That's fucked up. Here's my thing with that turd. That's kind of shitty. Kind of.
But like, you can't even argue that because that'd be identity theft. No one will really even know.
Yeah.
Here's my thing about that. Here's my thing about that though.
Well, I'm pretty sure
If
that
you
there's
sign up for that shit,
I'm like,
I'm about to
where
get a new credit card.
somebody.
I'm getting a new credit card.
stop.
You can't take niggas nowhere.
If you make the choice to do something like that in that specific question, shit gets harder. Shit's harder. Like let's just be
That's
real.
that's bullshit, man. if you know, a lot of these people feel trapped in their bodies, bro.
LA.
They feel trapped.
If you lose your social security card, I'm guessing it's harder to get a new one.
Who, me?
In general, people. If
No,
you,
I just go get a social security card.
all right, if you lose your passport,
That's hard as fuck.
okay. So imagine your identity being changed.
Okay.
Do you
Their
think
identity
that,
didn't change though.
all right, whatever you want to say. Imagine your name being changed.
Okay.
From one thing to the next, or
Name and gender being changed.
or your gender not matching up, whatever. Which is whatever you make your own choice.
Mm-hmm.
Are we saying that we should make it easier for them to get the documents to match up? But I guess
Yes, that would work. Or you know, we can have another line. You can just have another line in the database that says previous name or previous gender. That's simple. They have it at hospitals.
Okay, that's
They do that at hospitals.
LA got the answer for that one.
If you go to hospital, say previous gender male,
Because
current
I'm
gender
not
female,
me personally. I don't
and they
think
know how to treat you because you were.
okay, I'm cool with that. But me, I'm not big on people erasing who they were. So that's just me. But so I agree with what you're saying. Like as long as you have that, they're no longer go by that. They go by this and all
Are
of
you
this.
erasing who you were in the past, or are you now becoming who you really believe you are?
I'm talking about when we talk about like getting a new birth certificate. To me, I don't think you should have.
No, they don't get new birth
That's what I'm
certificates.
saying. But yours, I agree. But I'm saying I don't like if it was like where you do get a new birth certificate, you get all this new where we make it seem like you were this your whole life instead.
Now, if you want an updated birth certificate to match your new ID, we can have previous gender, you know, and things like that. And then you can have a new birth certificate that say, I am exactly. That way, everybody's on the same page. They'll be like, boom, okay, you were this person, you're now this person. Okay, you can get this loan.
LA got the answer to that one.
I'm not saying it's foolproof.
But
I'm just saying, like, that's one thing.
Bathroom's still hard, though.
The bathrooms, I don't know.
I don't think it's hard at all.
What if I wasn't
not-
actually that type of person? I want to pretend. You know,
That's what
like
I'm
that's the
saying.
only. That's the only
Like
part.
for example, if I just be like, you know what, any pervert just be like, yo, at this moment I identify with being a female. You go in there, you still stand up and pee.
And you know, there's always a couple bad apples in the group that ruin it for everybody.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's the only thing I think people are really concerned with.
But would it be easier or not easier? But would it be? Is this with technology advancing the way it is now? Would it be so hard or such a stretch to ask people to enter these bathrooms to just like tap their phone with their ID or get slide their ID? And if your gender states, you can get in the bathroom.
So you
I get it. You
time
can take someone else's ID.
I need to get into the bathroom.
You need to slide your ID to get into a public bathroom now?
I mean, how often do you go to a gas station and be like, can I use the bathroom? They have to give you the key.
I don't go
I
there.
don't. I try not to go to bathrooms at the gas station.
It does exist.
But it does exist. Like, why? Technology is advancing so fast. You won't even have to touch your phone there. That shit will NFR scan or whatever it's called while you're walking in the bathroom. It'll be seamless.
Like they could just be like anybody can go to them.
They should just have a unisex bathroom, and if you want to go there, go there. But like large unisex bathrooms.
Yeah. But
Just go in there.
when it's
Go to the men's bathroom.
Yeah, you go into the men's bathroom because there is a stall.
No,
Every female bathroom got a stall.
You can't do that.
They got more stalls.
But it's way different.
It's more private in the female bathroom.
No, but it's way different. A male
Atmosphere? Because we be in and out.
Like a female turning to a male, going into a female bathroom.
A female turning into a male goes into the male bathroom. You mean a male turning into a female going into the female bathroom?
Into a female bathroom.
That person is probably more feminine than anyone else because they really wanted this.
Yeah, but it's way more. But like, I've been in a situation where I was in the bathroom drinking, and obviously a girl. I was a chick right here that just walked in.
Had a pee.
Walked in, but she presented herself as a male. Walked into the stall, you know, she still had her lady parts. She just sat down and peaced out. It was like, oh, cool. But it would be a lot different for a male to a female, and her parts weren't that much Like,
To his point, would you let your daughter go into the bathroom with them?
Would I let my daughter go in the bathroom where a
So,
man turned into a woman is going into the bathroom
yes,
by herself?
yes. With you standing outside because you're not
Now,
going to the women's restroom.
Let me just
what
clarify this. Let me just
difference
clarify
is
this.
that in any other
Can I clarify this
female
real
going
quick?
in the bathroom?
Can I clarify all of this real quick?
Hmm?
One of my favorite shows, actually, their new season just started. Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Michelle's racist.
They attacked this topic though. They attacked this topic, and honestly, at the end of the day, you feel uncomfortable with. Me personally, I feel uncomfortable with anybody in the bathroom. Like while I'm taking the shit or while
I'm aware of who's around me.
I'm aware, absolutely, but that's
It's an instinctual thing.
exactly. Dang, you gotta watch this shit. I don't know if you've seen that episode, but honestly,
When I
to
shake,
bring it back
I
home,
walk alone.
I wouldn't feel comfortable with my daughter going into a restaurant, like my young daughter going into a restaurant with anybody, I don't care who it is, unless she has like
Her mom with her or something.
my mom, my sister, or her mom with her. I wouldn't feel comfortable with that. They don't care who.
So
Like,
that would be one of the occasions you probably just take her into the men's restroom and you watch her.
With me, yeah. That's why they have the parent bathroom unisex for that exact situation.
But if your daughter's like 5, 6, 7 years old, okay, maybe that's still
I'm
kind
standing
of
right by that.
Like if you guys are at the park.
Come out within 3, 4, 5
I
minutes.
see what Rob's saying though. You're at the park. You guys are playing basketball. She's going to the bathroom quick. After like 2, 3 minutes, yeah, I'm definitely gonna be like, "Yo, what's going on?" Regardless of who's in the bathroom.
But here's the thing, LA. Would you be more concerned if it was a transgender?
I want to be
versus
honestly. I would be less when you say transgender. Need to draw the line here. Is this somebody in the process? Somebody through the process? Somebody who just decided to initiate through the process?
You don't know. You just know it's a
somebody who's decided to go through this process.
No,
LA.
You're at the park, so you just see a guy that you think looks very masculine, that's in feminine clothing in a dress, go to the restroom. And your daughter said, I have to use the restroom. Or maybe your daughter said 2 minutes earlier, hey, I got to use the restroom. You told her to go to the bathroom. Then you see that person walk in. Versus a female. Would you be like, oh, shit, I better go check on my daughter real quick to see if she's okay? Or
if I was watching the bathroom close enough to notice this person or any of the other people,
you don't know what she's going through. You just see her.
The thought would have went through my mind just as quick, regardless, in my honest opinion. Mm-hmm. Because I can tell you now from my own experience when I was with the boys and something similar happened. Mm-hmm. And I was like, they've been gone for a while. Maybe I should go see what they're doing. I was just in there playing around in the fucking sink, but what are y'all doing? Like, it's been a while.
I'm a big. To me, I don't care who you are, what you look like. I don't care if you straight, LGBTQ, all that other. I don't care. If my daughter is going in there, I guarantee she got a mom with her or somebody that I know is going with her.
Now, if you pass by me,
by that door, I don't care who you are.
You pass by me, and you LGBTQ, straight, blue, whatever. If you look like me, you walk past me, or you look like my girl, you walk past me, and you smell like some bag, and you go in the girl's bathroom. I'm gonna be like, what happens in this bathroom? Like, like depending on the situation, or if I know. You one of them crazy people, regardless.
But how do you know? You're in public.
I'm saying like in my neighborhood. If I specifically know you got a reputation, yes. But like any random person, I'm gonna be on my guard regardless of your orientation.
Thank you. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you are. If my daughter is in there, I promise you, I'm either right by the door, somebody's in there, and if she's not out within 3 to 5 minutes, I'm kicking the door in, and y'all look.
Yeah, bro. They got 13-year-olds with ghost guns out here, bro.
I'm not playing. I don't care. I'm sorry. But to answer if we can go back to the video, so I think we pretty much all agree with their rights to a certain extent, as long as they get all basic human rights,
civil rights, and American civil rights.
The bathroom one is wild. Is I can see there being contention though. I can definitely see that being.
It's controversial.
And the right to marry, I can see there being contention of that. Only because marriage is a religious ceremony.
Yeah, but in America, you have no right to force religion on people.
Marriage, this is a religious sanctum. Is a religious
It's a contract.
See,
It's a business decision in America.
no,
I will argue
no,
in America it's more of a
no,
decision.
It's a contract.
no,
Because
no,
LA, if
no.
religion was more
That's
of a,
fine.
if
That's
marriage was
fine
more
for
for
whatever it
religion
was.
than a
The,
contract,
the
then
first
we
usages
wouldn't have as much of a high
marriage
of a
came from where?
divorce rate.
Probably religion.
The
No,
first usages of marriage come from where? What
no, you're
union?
correct. I'm not saying you're wrong, but my point is, the divorce rate would be way
And that's
lower
fine. And that's great. And that's
if people did
fantastic.
it based off religion and not contracts.
And that's fantastic. And that's great. And that's 100% true or false. I don't really know or care. However, I can see there being contention only based on the fact that religion is where marriage stems from. And when it comes to religion, people don't back down. That's all I had to say.
And I agree with that, but I also think because you have the right you have the right to choose your own religion, that people shouldn't give a shit about that shit.
Which means you have the right to not to choose a religion and not to follow a religion if you
I
decide
think,
to.
yeah,
And you don't have to follow religion, but then don't expect to follow that religion's customs and get married in
marriage
the
is
church.
more business than anything.
It's a
And
business.
you can go to the courthouse like any other business and sign an agreement and go home and be married.
Yep.
Now, when you want to bring religion into it and bring a pastor and a priest, that
That's
is where
why.
the gray line is.
No,
Because
it's
it
not.
stems from religion. Yes.
No, it's not. You can.
Do you go to church to do anything non-religious?
Kind of ceremony. I see what he's saying, but the ultimate, I think. But to get back to what I think the LGBT2, I don't even think they were able to get married. So I think, like, to even sign the
If
document,
they want to sign the document, by all means.
I don't even
Because-
think they were even able to do that.
You can
So
sign
you
I think
also
they
got to
definitely
remember some of these LGBTQ couples. They've been a lot of the older ones. They've been gay for years. So let's say two 50-year-old gay men and were together, and one of them passes away. Does that gay man get does he get anything?
That's shitty. That's shitty.
No, he doesn't, because his family could say, "Hey, you were
Power
never
of
his
attorney.
marriage," and take all that stuff away from him.
And that is shitty. So yes, I do believe personally they should be able to, on paper, receive the same benefits from a union as the government calls it, right? They call it the government, correct?
Yep.
That business agreement shit you're talking about, that's fine if they want that to get those benefits. What I am saying is when you go to a mosque or you make it religious, that's where people get hot. Because
No, I think you have every
talking about
right,
the
even
actual ceremony.
if you're a gay couple,
yes.
even if you're a gay couple, you have every
Yes.
right to still have a religious ceremony just like anybody
Why?
else.
Why?
Because it's America, you can do whatever you want.
Because it's America, you can do whatever you
Yes,
want.
you will
shitting
not
on
get in
people's
trouble.
religion.
You will
You
not
can
get in
shit
trouble.
on someone's religion. and
That's
get
not
in trouble.
shitting on somebody's religion.
It's not,
That's not shitting on somebody's religion.
Hold on.
Time out.
Hold on. So what when it comes from religious union, a religious union is between what in the religious sense?
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that a gay couple can get a pastor to marry them and then not be anti-religious.
I don't think you're under. I'm not saying they can't. It's physically, monetarily possible.
You're saying it's
And there's
disrespectful
not going to be
the-
no repercussions
Bro,
for it either.
wait.
That's my point. That's
And
what
there
it comes
shouldn't.
to.
And there should be. I'm not saying there should be. I'm saying that is where people get hot. That is where there is this disagreement. Because first of all, if you choose your lifestyle or whatever have you, and that's fine, and you want the benefits to go with it, that's fine, is what people mostly say. Now, when you want to bring religion into it and you want to make it a religious thing, when the people whose religion this is specifically state the boundaries and the rules for said union, and your union does not necessarily match what they are saying the criteria is going to cause conflict.
I understand.
Yeah, but here's my point. They are protected by the law and they are protected by America to still continue to do that. No matter if you hurt somebody's feelings or not. So it doesn't. So I think that's irrelevant and it doesn't matter.
It's not the religion. It's the freedom to practice your religion. That's not your religion.
You can practice whatever religion you want.
But that's
so if you're not religious at all, and you just want, but you still want to have a pastor at your wedding, you can do that. Even if Because
Why
you
do you
want
to pass
that.
your
Because you
religion?
want that, and you can have that because you're an American.
Why? Why do you
Their
want that?
money.
It's their money. They
bro.
can do whatever they want. That's my point, LA. They can
Why
do
don't you get a,
whatever
why
they
don't you
want.
get a Buddhist monk?
They
Why
could.
does it
Hey,
have to be a
LA.
pastor?
LA, here's
But
the
honestly,
thing.
but think about it.
Hold
You
on,
got you
Darren. Let me
understand.
finish.
Because they want to
Yeah,
be felt
but-
equal,
LA.
and they want to be. That's not how it works.
LA.
Go ahead.
They
What's the religion?
Let Ron finish.
That's not
LA.
how it works.
The thing is, they can get a Buddhist monk. They can also get
Then go do
a
that.
Chinese person to come and do a Chinese religion or
And
do
no one will be mad
Chinese
at that,
culture.
right?
They
Will
have the
people be mad at
choice.
that?
That's the point. And hey, they're in LA, if they are mad at that, who cares? You're protected by your country and your rights in America. So why are we
they?
caring about what other people think if you're protected already?
Are they protected?
Well, I guess we're asking
Yes,
this
they
question.
are.
I guess the question is being asked. But to answer,
I don't know.
to say, look, here's this.
So what's going to
Here's that-
happen?
No,
So
no,
what's
no.
going to
Wait,
happen?
let me finish. Let me finish. Let me do something.
Because that pastor could
Let
say
me,
no.
let me,
They could say
So
no.
you're
Then
not
you'll get another
protected.
pastor.
You're not
I
protected.
had a roommate, right?
You're not protected.
I had a roommate. He became some type of whatever. I forgot what it is that you a darn minister, something like that, where you get people married. He became that so he could get his dad
Ordained.
married with his,
Yep.
whoever his dad was married. My brother actually just got asked to get to become an ordained minister because he introduced the two people who were about to get married.
Mhm.
So he's he's doing that right now. You can technically have anybody come in and do that, and they don't have to be religious. So I guess where I'm kind of you have the right in the sense that yes, nobody has the right to do anything to you if you have a religious wedding, and then you also have the right to have anybody.
An ordained minister and a man of the cloth. Two sides.
Fair, but throwing it out there as an option. Throwing it out there as an option.
You can get an ordained minister to come and officiate your wedding. That's fine. You can
But to my
literally
point,
do whatever you want.
Anything that we said is fine.
Yeah,
honestly.
that's what I'm
It's
saying.
just
That's my
now-
point.
It's if people want to take it over, like, bro,
Not even over.
everybody's got to judge them solely. They don't judge the group because if that's the case, everybody's fucked. Period. So, if that's the case, that shit shouldn't matter to you.
All I'm saying is to take it to the most extreme place I can. And this is not what I believe at all. I'm just drawing the. Let's say they wanted to go to the most famous church on earth and get married. And these people were of the LGBTQ variety.
Okay.
The most, let's say, St. Peter's Synagogue in Rome.
Okay.
Almost that you just said in the world, not America. That's the problem.
Let them keep
Hold
going,
on.
though. Let them keep going.
Hold on. The most famous church in the world. They're going to ask these people to officiate or whatever. And what do we think will be the answer?
So,
I just want to know what the answer is going to be.
so if the church could say no,
Okay.
or the church could say yes, and the church is neither wrong in either situation.
But the most famous and stout church next to the Pope's church will most likely, based on what is said in their religious text,
Say no.
that's okay. Because that is the religion's stance on this.
No. That's that specific church's stance.
No.
That's that specific church's stance. You can't put that on everybody.
In the Bible itself, it specifically states that the union is between a man and a woman to be fruitful and multiply. That is 100% what it says.
That is right in that sense, but that's why I don't like going to the world.
But
America.
In America, we do have rights and things that are protected. And I'm not saying they can't do it. I'm saying when it comes to religion, based on the core principles of the religion, it will cause a conflict.
Yes.
That is what I'm saying.
That's all. Look, if we want to keep it at that 100%,
but they will be in the right of that conflict.
Yes.
Who would be
people.
the right of the conflict?
Honestly, both parties. Because you choose.
In America, you will be right.
No, I disagree.
No,
Both
in
parties
America,
aren't right.
Look,
They can have they have the right to their opinion, but they don't have the right to
mind your business. That's all it comes down to.
Yeah,
with
but
this.
you don't have the right to put that on those gay people's or that gay people's marriage. They have no right to that. They have right to their opinion about their religion, and that's about it. That's it.
Now,
They have no right to anything else.
wants to have a Hallmark wedding and everybody just call me up. I'll get you married. Everybody have a great wedding. I'm about to get officiated. It's going to be $1,000 a night. I do La Quinta hotels. I do the Marriott. I will not go to the Hilton. They have too much money. They need to be taken down a notch unless I can get Paris Hilton in my back pocket.
Let's look. I do want to know the answer to this before we get out of here.
They're going to have the same conversation we had.
I mean, I just want to see where they walk.
Play
I'm
it.
good.
Play it. Sister Sledge over there about to piss me off.
She's always about to walk before the answer is look.
Oh, she said she
I'm
don't
not
like
only
them now.
a philosophical conservative, but I'm also a religious conservative. And I believe that God made everyone in his image. And I also believe that we as Christians aren't people to judge. And so who are we, or who is anyone, to deny someone their rights as a person based off of what their sexual orientation is, or how they identify, or the lifestyle that they choose to live?
Preach, brother.
You know, I'm a part of the LGBT community. I'm transgender, so I was born female, now I present male and male.
There you go.
I ain't gonna lie.
I
Bro,
bet
you
none of
pull
y'all
up
saw
in-
that shit coming. I didn't see that shit coming.
So
My
there you
brother,
go.
my brother, you pull up being a male so well. Bro. You doing this shit, and this nigga got swag. I just want to throw this out there.
He got a drip, yeah.
Like, for real. All right, we go ahead.
Yeah, it was an interesting road, even getting my family to understand, you know, who I was at times. So I think it was like they didn't want me, for lack of better terms, to have another cross to bear, which was what they felt like. It was another burden or a condition that would make me less than. But really, intrinsically, like, we're all worthy.
That is something that
Okay,
happened in Black
human
community.
rights is one thing.
You know this homegirl didn't talk?
She normally keeps quiet till shit gets heavy.
Yeah.
I fuck with her.
Sexual rights is a whole nother thing. The majority of the black community, sexual rights. Okay, human rights is one thing. Sexual rights is a whole nother thing. The majority of the black community are religious. When it goes against their beliefs, yeah, no, it shouldn't happen. And gluttony is part of the human race. People glutton too much. And the LGBTXYZ, whatever, they're gluttoned.
All right. Now, my viewpoint on the thing about LGBT rights,
ignorant.
what are we talking about exactly? I want to be very specific with this particular thing, because when I hear that, I'm thinking about Dwayne Wade's son. He's 12 years old. Do you think a 12-year-old boy should be able to call himself transgender? Is that what we're going to do? Do we think that we should have 4- and 5-year-old children on puberty blockers, hormone blockers, because they think at that age they're transgender? You can't even get a tattoo under the age of 18. You can't smoke cigarettes. You can't drink beer. If somebody wants to be gay, trans, whatever, as an adult, that's fine. My uncle, my favorite uncle, died of AIDS, was gay. That was my dog, 100%. If you gay, that's your business. I don't care. That's you. That's not me. That's you. When we're talking about LGBT rights, what do we mean?
I mean, I think it's the right to exist. Dwayne Wade's daughter knows exactly who she
deep.
is.
I like that.
And
12.
And she doesn't.
right, and there's definitely research that says that, you know, anybody under 25 years old, that your brain is not fully formed.
Thing is, I knew when I was small, right? As soon as I could talk, I was pretty much telling my parents, like, these were the things that I was feeling and what I knew about myself. You know, when you start to self-actualize, you start that at that age. You start at the early ages. So if you look at, like, psychosomatics of children, they start to voice and self-actualize in toddler stages. We're just saying, opening it up. If they're voicing themselves, okay, you're voicing yourself, and as a parent, I just give you a platform to flourish and bloom as you do. And then when you're an adult, if that's the decision the parent wants to make, you can do what you want, sure. That's the decision my parents said.
Did you kind of say what he said?
So you kind of like on the same page with me. Like
That's,
somebody,
this is what my parents did. You do what you want when you're out of the house. But the thing is, if my parents had the resources and the education that they do now, they would have probably allowed me to they would have offered me a decision that would have helped me, live my life.
But you can't say that because it didn't happen.
It didn't, but it can now. Because we have
There's a
those resources
possibility?
now. We have those resources now.
You
There
think they
would have
would?
been yeah. If they had the resources that they have now, definitely. All you got to do is listen. You're just listening.
We didn't even actually attack it from the standpoint of children. We didn't even do that.
We didn't.
And that's what
I don't know. Even personally, like when the boys wanted their ears pierced, like that was up to their mom. I was like, that's not on me. That's their body, yes, but they're still children, and like,
yeah.
I got my ears pierced, so I'm not a hypocrite about it. But I was also out the house. I was a full-grown adult when I made that decision. So,
Yeah, man.
uh,
That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
if my child came and told me I have boys. They told me they wanted to be. I'm not gonna lie to nobody. I'll be crushed. I wouldn't know what to do. I was raised very Baptist, and I don't know what I would do. But I am confident in myself over time as I came to the idea and got over being selfish with my wants and desires. I'm confident that we would work towards a good goal.
I feel like it's time and conversations, right?
I mean, it just like you said, you have the means and you got to be educated. Like I'm ignorant all the time, so like I don't know what it means to.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if it actually does come up, it's usually when people get educated on it. So if it did happen, is when you would actually become educated.
I have a cousin who he's older than me now, they're older than me now, and for the longest time, I always thought like yo, XYZ kind of. I always just say had some sugar in their tank, like there was just some things that I noticed were not the same as me or my brothers, and like growing up, we didn't know how to say that shit, tease XYZ or whatever. And now as an adult, and reconnecting with XYZ person and talking to them, I was like, I knew for a while that things weren't the same. I just didn't know what it was. I was younger, but now being able to see that person thrive and doing well in their career and in their relationships, and it's I see joy, happiness, beauty personally.
That's what I'm saying. Time and conversation, because the only thing that changed is time went by and you understood, like, yo, people make their choices and they want to do what they want to do. Hey, go ahead, do what you want to do.
But
they don't.
But Darren, if I pulled up on you one day and I was like, yo, for a long time, like XYZ, like it would, where would we be right then?
For example, actually, dang.
Don't say no names, man. It's hard. It's hard.
We have a group of friends that did happen to. It's so funny. It's so funny because we know the group of friends, and one person was in the car, like just laughing the whole time and shit. But no, I don't care. I don't care. Do what the fuck you want to do.
We say that, but like I feel like
how much is going to change? Only thing I'm gonna be mad about is that you lied to me that you liked Mariah Carey this whole time.
But that means I've been lying to you for over 10 years, bro. So that means I've been lying to you for over 10 years.
I get mad that you lied. That's the only thing I ever get mad at.
That means I've been lying to my girl for
you know what I could tell you?
I've been lying to everybody.
What I can tell you is that I actually did have this conversation with somebody, and they say you can't be mad at them because of what society actually puts on. So if they do have the confidence to say it to you, you can't even be mad that they lied to you. Now, in my head, I don't know. I don't. Yeah. Like lying to me is like crossing a bridge down there.
About their sexuality?
In general, don't lie to me because I'm too accepting of a person. I guess.
So what context do you mean that in? Lying to you about their sexuality?
No, he said just lying to him.
Like lying to me. Like in general.
I'm saying, why can't somebody lie to you about their sexuality? Because especially at a young age, if they're really feeling those type of things, they're probably not going to feel comfortable. You got to think how kids are. Kids are really fucking mean, especially to a gay kid.
We didn't find out about this person until we were in our 20s, and I've been with that. I've like been around that person in our adulthood.
Mhm.
So to me, it was like, all right. To me, I already thought the person. I'm not gonna say all that, but I'm saying if it did happen like that, and I was like one of those friends, I wouldn't care. I would just be mad that you lied to me. Like if you said Mariah Carey was fine sense, but if you never said no shit like that, then I would just look back and be like, you know what? He never. Yeah,
He
maybe
never did.
he never did say nothing about Keisha's code. Ain't nothing telling about no Carrie consent. You're right. So yeah, I would just be like, yeah.
But
What
what
that's
if I thought they was fine and I'm still just gay? Like Keisha Cole's every gay man I've ever asked about Keisha Cole Mariah said they was fine.
Yeah,
That's
it
different,
is.
though.
Gay people don't know
That's
what
different.
they still know what beauty looks like.
They still say
That's
it's
different.
fine.
That's different. LA didn't say that. LA
I
said
did say I will drink that bitch's bad
and
water.
I emphasize with the table slam because I don't do that table slam. That's LA. That's my wife. That's LA.
Yo, 10, 50 years ago, you couldn't tell me shit about Mariah Carey. I was drinking this whole bath water, man. I'm telling you. Man, when we belonged together, came Rob, I ripped my shirt off. I was so hot.
Lord have
Why do I
mercy.
remember playing this video all the time?
We
Yeah.
belong
No.
together.
All right, let's
Who else am I gonna lean on when times get? I know that whole song. I know the dance. I know the whole choreography, the music video. I can draw it in my.
we good. We don't got to do the next question, but